Back in the 7th grade, I did track. I took part in discus and shot put. Those were my main events. I got first in districts for shot put and ninth for discus. I also did running and jumping. As a lot of track people know who do running and jumping, shin splints often comes along with it. And shin splints, they're not fun. So I had to deal with running, jumping, throwing, and going throughout my day with shin splints. It got to the point where it was so unbearable that I had to limp from class to class. And I had to sit down or out of my events because of how bad my legs hurt. At one point, it got so bad that I had to lay in bed for a day. So I asked one of my coaches, Coach Wagamut. He was one of my favorite coaches. I asked him, "Hey coach, how can I get rid of my shin splints?" He told me, you need to get some sort of roller, roll them out, which, as easy as it sounds, it's not that nice and it's not that easy. And then he suggested that I take an ice bath. Neither idea sounded great to me, but I was going to do them. So I went home. It was a Friday. I had them rolled out by my mom with her baking roller that she used for baking. Then I went into my bathroom where I had an ice bath running, which I had filled with a couple bags of ice, and I sat. As I sat, my body went stiff. I started breathing really hard, and I just kind of, after a couple seconds, you're like, okay, this isn't so bad. And then you're relaxing. And then your body's fine. It's numb. You can't feel the pain in your legs. My torso was frozen up to here. It felt fine. I also noticed my head was clear. After that, I got out of the tub. I let the water out, and I forgot about it. I went off to finish my track season. That was it. I didn't even look back on it until a couple years ago. Well, actually, no. It was a couple months ago. After that, a couple months ago, I had a mental breakdown. It was between my sophomore and junior year. I don't know what happened, but I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and I've been on medication since I was 12. Medications make you feel numb. You don't feel happy, you don't feel sad, you don't feel anything. I didn't like that at all. So I worked my way off the medication, and I had to find a different way to deal with it. I eventually sought out a counselor. She's amazing. I love her. The only sucky thing is she had a baby. How rude of her to have a baby while I'm having a mental breakdown. No, it's honestly okay. After that, I had to go find a different way to deal with this. I picked up running, I picked up working out, and I picked up meditating. I was fit and I was calm, but I was still sad and I was still down. Then I came across an article one day while laying in bed. The benefits of doing ice baths. It intrigued me, so I was like, okay, why not learn some? I took a deeper dive into it. I figured out it has benefits for your mental health, your physical health, and benefits for your immune system. There's plenty of other benefits, and I'll talk about those later. So I started them. It was the beginning of my junior year. I started doing ice baths at the beginning of my junior year. Every day, I got into a shower. I took a really, really hot bath, or a really, really hot shower, and then I turned it down to the coldest I could get it without me hating myself, which got colder and colder every time, until the point where I could turn all the way and be just fine. Then I decided to up my way into ice baths, and I started at a minute and a half of just sitting and tense and How about I show you instead? Follow me. So, I have an ice bath. It may not look like it, but there is ice. There was ice It is absolutely frigid right now. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna explain the benefits, and you're gonna see me in a lot of pain. Not pain, but discomfort. Enjoy. Okay. So generally, when you do an ice bath, you want to do it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Up to your chest. Oh. Okay. So, as you get into the ice bath, you'll realize your body hates it. Your body will go into a fight or flight response, which is also called the sympathetic response. Your vessels will shrink, your heart rate will increase, and your breathing will increase. It's basically going into a controlled sort of shock. Right now, I can't feel my legs, but it's slowly going numb to the point where I can start to relax. Oh, it's cold. But, oh my goodness, it's hard to focus. This is supposed to help, like super athletic people, they do this. Their vessels constrict. This helps alleviate the pain or soreness up to a couple days. This also helps shock your brain, and it puts more oxygen into the system and makes your blood pump faster. So it's good for you. As you're doing this, your body will slowly start to relax. You will be able to think not as clearly because you're in a fight or flight response, and that means your brain is going blank because it wants to run or it wants to fight. So I'm struggling for words, but I'm doing fine. When I get out of this, I will show you the parasympathetic response. But I started doing this, not this intense, but I started doing this a couple months ago. Every day after a very hot shower. It would send my body into shock, and I would shut down basically until I got out. This helped improve my mental well-being immensely. I slept better. I thought better. I thought clearer. I got off all my medication. I didn't have to rely on drugs to make me feel okay, to make me feel numb. I have this instead, which helps calm me. I'm at the point where my body is actually numb, and I can start thinking clearly again. So I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna start talking about the benefits afterwards. Oh, okay. Oh. As I'm getting out, my body will start to tingle. I can feel it in my legs, in my arms, in my torso, up to basically here. And then my head starts getting real fuzzy. It feels warm. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Laughing gas, I would almost compare it to. But your body starts to get warm. You start to relax. You feel better. You're supposed to dunk your head, but I didn't feel like it. So now your body is going into a parasympathetic response. The parasympathetic response is the feed and breathe, as people in the medical field like to call it. We start to relax, our vessels start to dilate, our heart rate slows down, our breathing slows down, and we're able to calm down and breathe. That being said, I'm starting to have that happen to me now. I feel a lot calmer, my body's tingling, but I feel good. This is the stage you want. This stage will make you sleep, eat, feel better. I haven't seen a really bad thing about it, besides the feeling of really cold afterwards. Besides that, it's fine. I'm going to urge you all to give it a shot. Just a week. Maybe get in the shower, turn on the cold water after a nice warm shower, and then give it a week and record your journey on it. I want you guys to see if it actually helps you, because it helped me. And it's helped a lot of other people. It helps your immune system. It helps your mental state. It helps hardcore athletes, which I know Trenton will be, but besides that, it helps. So just give it a shot. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. That's my TED Talk.